Welcome back, everybody, to the Next Move podcast. And today we have Mr. Kody Heinze, personal friend. We also served in the military together. So
wait, y'all were in the military together?
Military
do I know
together.
That? Did I know that?
Our history is very
You told me that?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, no wonder.
What's funny
you
is
guys...
I knew Matt before Matt knew me.
Yeah.
Was he your drill sergeant?
He was our sister company drill sergeant.
Yeah.
Were you glad that he was not your drill sergeant?
I was a drunk back then.
He was. He added character to the platoon.
Yeah, added character.
That's what I would call it. No, he was the sister company, but it was the rumors said his name matched, and
Yeah.
The fun part is that I was like the equal opportunity guy as well.
Of course you were.
it's very fitting. And then later,
You're always so compliant.
Always so compliant.
And then later in life, we came across each other in the same unit, and that's when we did real army together, as we call it.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And
How
then
cool.
we got out of the army.
Yep.
I thought I'd never see anyone again, and he was like, "Hey, I'm a realtor." I was like, "Hey, I'm an inspector."
Y'all were just
No.
meant to be.
It was, hey, I make T-shirts and
Oh, that's right. I did.
Oh
I had
yeah,
to
you
bring in a
did
Brody
used
shirt.
to make the t-shirts
Yeah.
for us.
you
Yeah.
did the T-shirts for us.
Lots of Harker Heights t-shirts.
Oh yeah, that was back in the day.
Yeah.
I got
times.
was it Print It in Belton right now doing the my realtors are Dick shirts.
Oh, do you?
You're bringing them back?
I'm bringing them back.
Yes.
Car salesman.
Car salesman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of where we overlaid, actually. So we got out of the
Yeah.
army, hadn't heard from him. I needed a new car, and I saw he was Matt, the car salesman, Dick.
Yeah.
And I said, "Oh, I'm in." So we went and got a car from him. Funny story. I just traded the car in 2 weeks ago.
So he sold you a good one.
It still had my little stickers on it.
Dude, almost 200,000 miles on
On
it.
it had to be a Toyota, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
Fan of
That's
Toyotas.
that's where I met her husband.
Yeah.
And ultimately ended up meeting her.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he sold
Yeah.
cars at Don
It's a
Ringler.
small
Yeah.
world.
Yeah.
It's a
Isn't
small,
it?
small world.
And he was like, "Hey, there's this weird guy that watches crazy videos that works in the cubby next to me. I think he wants to be a realtor." And I'm like, "All right, send him on."
Yeah.
Here we are, 8 years later.
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
He just did.
I did just to give you
A little bit more
so,
detail.
Graduated,
We'll cross that one out.
Graduated from high school, went to college, didn't like college, joined the Army, met you, first time I met you. Did the Army thing for a while.
Are you from here?
I am.
Okay.
I joined the Army to see the world, and I got stationed right back here for all of my contracts.
Right in your backyard.
So, did the Army thing for a while, got out of the Army, and while I was in the Army, I had started a screen printing and embroidery business, like you just heard. Did that for a while. In 2019, I sold that business. Glad because 2020 happened.
Yeah.
In the midst of 2020, I was like, man, I want to be a realtor. And then I realized that there's a lot of realtors in the area, and I didn't want to add to the
Collection.
collection, if you will. And so it was either appraisals or inspections, and the inspection school had an earlier start date than the appraisal did.
Well, that's one way to plan your career.
Yep.
It's just who can get me in fastest. Yeah.
So you've been doing home inspecting since 2020.
I have.
Yeah. Now,
It's gone so fast.
when did you start? Did you start Centex home inspections right after school?
Yep. So I graduated school. The business formation date is 4/20. I'll never forget it. So we always have a national holiday.
Okay.
National holiday.
That's how I always keep it in the rotation.
Are you
there.
open on that day?
Oh,
or-
I'm open. My wife hates. I will work every day of the week except for Sundays and Christmas.
Good for you.
Only because I gotta have one day to fish.
And if you and let's be honest, if the house is by a lake or a fishing
That's
hole,
right. I do
you'll
bring
go
my
do
boat.
the home inspection and then go
Even
fishing.
better.
I do.
Yeah.
For my side quest, yes, you are correct.
Yeah, the side quests. What areas do you inspect the most often?
Central Texas, specifically right here, Temple, Killeen. They're like our huge
Okay.
moneymaker, breadbasket area. Outside of that, we go as far as Burnett. So Burnett, Lampasas Cove. Then we'll go out to like Pflugerville, Georgetown area. Austin's getting a little too far just with the workload that we have to balance now. And then Temple and, areas.
Oh, I forgot to tell you to
Somebody does.
cancel that home inspection for tomorrow.
Perfect.
Oh, okay.
You can go fishing.
It's in
It
Pflugerville.
is. It is.
A whole day of fishing.
What is the weirdest thing you've ever found
I cannot
during
wait
an
to hear this.
inspection?
I'll
Now,
keep it. Okay.
now, we've already discussed that there's certain words he can't say. So he's kind of give us some insight. So this is
So-
going to be good.
It is. So as a content creator, I'll keep it very friendly so we can use clips and stuff. I think the weirdest thing that I've ever found is an entire room, probably about the size of this one, that was a adult room, if you will, and had varying sizes of adult activities in it.
Now, are we talking like a wide range of colors and sizes and stuff?
Matt.
Emphasis on sizes, yes.
I'm just gonna look out the
their
window.
their hobbies seem to grow on them.
I feel like I've been set up. Like
there
I'm
was,
getting punked right now.
Yeah.
Like,
There was what I thought was a hammock in the room as well, and they explained how it worked. And
oh, they gave you
yes, it was not a
like
hammock.
okay.
Oh,
You
that's.
stayed around for the instructional hour.
Can you find it on Amazon?
I don't know.
He's
I
never looked.
know.
Don't set him up for
What?
that.
There
His
was,
wife is such a sweet lady.
she is. There was one major deficiency though. The bedroom had double-sided deadbolts. So I
Oh no.
had to gig the adult room.
Oh man.
Did you call it that on the report?
No, I just put front bedroom.
Oh,
It was
okay.
at the front of the house too. You walk in,
Oh,
wow, right
gosh.
there. You're like,
They were
oh,
proud of it.
they were.
What?
Matt, let's
Moving
just-
on.
Yeah.
What-
Moving on.
He has so many follow-up questions.
So many questions.
Well, ask one.
Could it have been they were running a business at a said
They
room?
could have. They could have. I didn't see camera equipment or anything like that, but they could. You know.
Now he's gonna get a subpoena.
They could have. They could have. Very much could have. I can say, if it's not very outlandish, we don't remember it.
Right.
People, I've learned, everyone usually like, oh, there's a trade coming. We need to clean the house or mop the floors, yada, yada. I'm telling you, if it's not super outlandish, I don't remember it.
Yeah,
Never.
I had to really.
Has to make an impression.
Make
a
a-
very lasting impression.
That clearly did.
Very lasting impression. Anyway.
This
Oh my
is going
God.
to get so many
I
views.
have so much work to do. on this one.
sorry.
No.
So many views.
No, everybody's gonna want him to be the home inspector now.
Hopefully.
So, what does a home inspection actually cover?
Yeah. So it's what I tell our customers. It's a very invasive, very thorough inspection. So top to bottom, inside to out. So essentially, I want to say everything with a caveat. So like we look at the roof, the framing structures, the insulation, the ductwork, the HVAC, the plumbing systems, the electrical systems, the windows, the doors, the locks. I mean, down to the screws on the outlets on the wall. It's a very, very, very invasive inspection. We're looking for anything and everything that is or could become a problem in the future. Now we're human, so that we don't get it all, but we try to, and very meticulously try to find everything possible that we can for the buyer.
So, when you're doing that, this is not on our cheat sheet, but I'm just gonna throw this in there.
Yeah.
So, when you're doing that, are you inspecting it based on what code? How do you decide
So,
if it's right or if it's wrong?
This is the gray area.
Yeah.
We can't enforce code, but we're supposed to kind of tiptoe around it, if you will. That's the best way to put it. But the short answer is the most current for each trade. So
Okay.
the most current electrical, which can get confusing because certain municipalities are kind of a little bit later. Some of them may have adopted 2020, whereas this community has adopted 2022, or this electrical
lot for
code
you to keep
still.
up with.
It is. It is
That's
a
a
lot.
lot.
That's why we do a lot of CEs and a lot of group pages and stuff on
Yeah.
social media to help
Yeah.
each other out. And it's very beneficial to make to network in this industry, so you have network friends that you can call and say, hey, did you see X, Y, Z? Or hey, did you do what?
Yeah.
Another thing is social media pages. I know outwardly it looks like we're making it for all y'all to enjoy and to watch. It is the hub for us inspectors for, duh, I haven't thought of that since school. Let's make sure we're checking that, or
Yeah.
you vice versa.
Because you're actually getting the video of
Yes,
whatever they're
correct.
looking at. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And the school is like fire hose.
Yeah.
You just learn so much. so
Most
quick.
things in this real estate industry, I feel like, are like drinking
Yes.
from a fire hose. We
Yeah.
say that every
Oh, God.
episode
It is,
about
it is.
something. So, what are the most common issues that you find when you're? Let's just take for instance Temple. What do you see the most in the Temple
In
area?
Temple specifically, a large amount of homes are on a fault line in Temple, so we run into the most foundation issues in Temple, Texas. But besides that, it's Texas, so we run into a lot of insulation and HVAC issues. The country has like what I call the Midwest standard. So like even like RVs or HVAC systems, all that stuff are made for like the Midwest. Not Texas, where a normal summer is 100, 102, 103, where your attic's 140, 150, which is very normal. The equipment just sits there and bakes. And so people don't realize that this is happening, and it's just typical, just people. They just think everything's indestructible. So, which is fine. Most of it should be made. You'd think that, the most important component is, but yeah, HVAC, foundation, those are the most common. We have seen an uptick recently in roofs too, just because of all the hail we've been getting.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and the major event a couple of years ago probably
Yes.
didn't
Yes, the
help to
tornado
take
did
that
not
off
help.
the table. Yeah. And so when you're talking about the HVAC thing, do you think that it's important for people to just have that regular maintenance done, that regular service done? Do you think that would help a lot of the stuff that you see?
Yeah, especially HVAC. HVAC will sneak up and bite you. So there's not many moving components on an HVAC system, and so the benefit to that is change your filter. Change your filter, change your filter, change your filter. That's the single most important thing you can do to protect an HVAC system. But besides that, yes, getting it maintained. You want to make sure your coils are staying clean, make sure your drain lines are continuing to drain. Because if your coil clogs up, then the system's going to overwork, then you start running into issues. But some people want to tell you, I try to be as transparent as I can with my customers. So some people will try to tell you, like, get it serviced once a year and all this stuff, and HVAC people will tell you the same thing. And that is good. That is good. But I also am a realist. I understand that the economy plays a huge factor in this. Employment plays a huge factor. So at least every 3 years, have it looked at. Change your filters. I'm going to say that 100 times. Change your filters.
Because they're not expensive.
They're not. And it's a very, what is it, an ounce of prevention or whatever? Filters, you can even get them online now. What I tell, like new home buyers specifically, when you move into your house, just go on Amazon. I don't know if I can say Amazon. Go on a big box store, hit subscribe and save to a filter. And then what it does is it'll email you. Don't buy like 12 of them at once. Buy one filter and tell them to send it to you monthly. Because what happens is it'll trigger that memory. Oh, get home. What's this Amazon? Oh, filter. Oh, I need to change it.
Yeah.
And so one of two things happens. One, they go and change the filter, or two, I go there 2 years later and there's 20 filters sitting right there, the same original ones in the box. But it helps. So yes, changing the filter helps, and servicing it does help. But yeah, those are the biggest things that we find in this area specifically.
Okay. So what do you think scares buyers the most that really isn't a big deal usually?
Functionality and appliance stuff. I tell my customers that at the end of the day, your entire house, the entire thing was at one point on the shelves at a big box store, be it Lowe's, Home Depot, or anything like that. Almost everything in the house can be fixed. It was built from nothing. You can fix it. But people get hung up on like sheetrock issues, window issues, and door issues. I don't know why, but they do.
And caulking.
Yes.
Caulking.
Yes.
Let's just call it out, Matt.
Yes. Caulking.
Jesus.
Yeah, we call out a lot of caulking too. But the reason, I'll tell you, the number one, the biggest detriment to a house is moisture. Water destroys everything.
Right.
And so caulking is one of the only lines of defenses from keeping that water from seeping into all these little nooks and crannies. But yeah, it's always messed up. I do put that on a lot of my reports. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But it's an easy fix. A tube of caulk.
It is.
Super easy fix.
You can buy one tube of caulk and fix basically your entire house.
Yeah.
As long as you're not redoing windows or anything.
Yeah.
So those things. Yeah.
Okay. What are red flags? What are the big things that people need to be looking for?
Big expense items, in my opinion. HVAC roof. And if you have like a pool or anything, I really implore, if you're buying a house that has a used pool, get it very thoroughly looked at. We do our inspection, but we can't check for leaks or anything like that. Really, you got to get to the root of the problem through like, hey, has your water bill gone up or anything like that? And then your foundation and your roof. Again, water. The roof is the most important thing to protect the structure. So making sure that's maintained, making sure it's good. And you realtor, man, you're fantastic at negotiating roofs. I'm telling you, I see more roofs get
We're
replaced.
very creative.
Yeah, more roofs get replaced during a real estate transaction than any time, in my opinion, barring tornadoes and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But roofs, foundations as well. I can tell you that this is my number. This isn't officially published anywhere, but I would say probably 8 out of 10 buyers, if you say the word foundation issue, they're done.
Yeah.
They're
That's
out.
true.
Which, admittedly, as an inspector myself, I wouldn't want to deal with a foundation only because of the trickle down issues from the foundation problem. Because then you could run into messed up windows, plumbing systems that are messed up, water systems that are messed up, stuff like that. So those roof and the foundation.
So the bottom and the top.
Yeah, the bottom and the top would probably be the most. Yeah, absolutely.
What about on this is just another thing that I just want to know.
Yeah, go ahead.
On electrical stuff that you find, let's just say a house was built before GFCIs were a big deal. You guys are going to say most of the time it would be a good idea.
Correct.
To have this put in.
Right. So typically speaking, and the way it's trained to us is because it's a real estate transaction, we're not going to grandfather it anymore.
Gotcha.
Because then it becomes another trickle down problem. So let's say you bought his house, and in 2 years you got orders of PCS. Well, we said, hey, your GFCI plugs are all messed up. That may not be a problem for you, but the new buyer comes in to buy it 2 years later, that might be a huge hang up for them. They might have had a house that burned down in 78. Now they're like, nope, I can't do this. We got to fix it. You know. That's.
So that's
like
why on things like that that maybe weren't code when the house was built.
Correct. We want to catch
just a
that.
protection for further along. Okay.
And I don't think
That's
a lot
fair.
of buyers think of that. Think about when they're going to sell the property. So that's another facet of our job is to let's think 10 years down the road for you. Let's help you out now. And Matt's been there. I tell people all the time, like maybe not fix it right now, but put it on your radar.
Yeah.
I understand when you buy a house, you're hemorrhaging money. I get it.
Yeah.
I completely understand that. And I tell people this, like the GFCI specifically. Does it need to be fixed? Yes. Can we get it fixed? Yes. If it doesn't work out, don't stress. Put it on the honey-do list. Get it done in a year or so when funds come back. That's fine.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. So what do you think the biggest misconception is that buyers have about inspections?
That they're pass or fail.
Okay.
We get so many phone calls.
Yeah.
Did we fail? Or we do seller's inspections. Did we fail? A home inspection, I don't care what anyone tells you on the internet. This is speaking to y'all. A home inspection is not a pass or fail report. It's not. You cannot fail an inspection. You cannot pass an inspection. It's a snapshot of the condition of the property to give you the fullest view of the biggest purchase of your life, and whether you use it as a negotiation tool, a honey-do list, or just completely ignore it. Our job is to give you the clearest idea of what you're purchasing. Like when Matt was a car salesman. When you buy a used car, you do your 100-point inspection or whatever. It's to give you, the buyer, an idea of what you're getting into. Right. And again, we can't capture everything. There's stuff that it's just unfortunate. It's just like a vehicle, just like anything in life. There's days that we do our whole inspection. AC works great. All the differentials, temperature differentials are great. Yada yada yada. And then 2 days later, it fries a circuit. Or
it's always
whatever.
the day after closing.
Correct. It's always. And then also weather.
Yeah.
Weather plays a big factor and stuff.
For sure.
We get a ton of calls that it's been raining for 3 weeks straight. Now I have bugs all in my house. Well, they don't want to drown either.
Right. They're looking for safety. Yeah. So do older homes always mean more problems?
They don't. That is another misconception. I would put that up there with your misconception.
Yeah.
No, older homes don't mean more problems. How do I tiptoe through this topic without frustrating builders? There was a time in America's history where your work was the pride of your day. So people were proud of what they produced. And we've fallen into a system of volume, and that, in my opinion, is hurting the longevity.
Gotcha.
So y'all can put the pieces together there.
Quantity over quality.
Correct.
Basically, yeah.
Like when we were all young, the same 20 guys built the entire neighborhood. And a house would take, let's say you wanted to build a house, like a custom home even today, it takes 8 to 10 months. But a spec house, I have seen spec houses go up in 3 weeks.
Yikes.
So therein lies the problem too, right? So it's quantity over quality. So I'm trying not to step on toes here,
that's a fair answer. It's a fair answer.
I think that to just answer straight out the question, if you have a budget and a stomach for occasional repairs and not frequent, but occasional repairs, and every now and then a big repair, a good used home, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, it was different lumber. It was built different. There was more longevity in everything with the house. So it's honestly comes down to a matter of opinion. But
and how well somebody took care of it too.
Correct. Oh yes.
I mean,
yes, absolutely.
If you're getting grandma's house and she's the only one that's ever lived in it, you're probably in pretty good shape.
Probably pretty good. But I have done actually last week alone, I did a house from 2023. it was foreclosed on, and it looked like it had been there for 100 years.
Oh man.
And it's like, dang, dude, like this is crazy. I worry about y'all's resale market. I do. The 10 to 15 year resale market. I genuinely do worry about it. I think that your older established neighborhoods will still outsell the newer ones. But again, I gotta.
That's a whole nother episode.
I gotta
That's a
be
whole
careful
nother
with what I'm
episode
saying here.
I feel like we have opinions on that too, and I don't know that we disagree with you.
Yeah.
Now we were supposed to have our other friend Kody.
Yeah.
There's so many
Who-
Kodys.
So many Kodys.
Does WDI or termite inspections for us, but he is currently taking his entire team to the beach.
That's perfect. That's
Isn't
where
that-
it should be. That's awesome.
isn't that
That's
awesome?
fantastic. Yes.
Yeah, what a great place to work.
Yeah. It is.
But you're certified to do WDI.
I am. We
So
do
we're gonna
have the
drill you on
certification.
that, too.
Perfect. Let's do it. I will do my best to answer on behalf of the other Kody. And if he disagrees on anything, please put it in the comments.
Yeah, he needs to get here and
Yeah.
tell everybody why
Kody.
he disagrees.
What exactly is a wood destroying insect inspection?
Okay. So WDI inspection for short is a report where we're looking for conducive conditions for wood destroying insects. So it's coined the termite inspection in our area. Typically a VA and FHA loan, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, require them. So we do a ton of them. But what it's looking for is wood destroying insects. And that doesn't necessarily only mean termites. So we're looking for termites, carpenter ants, powder post beetles, carpenter bees, any type of insect that would bore or otherwise deface a home's wooden components.
So like the actual structure of
The
your
actual
home,
structure,
the actual
correct.
beams,
Yes.
and yeah.
Yes, you got it. So like the bees, for instance, they bore big 1/4-inch holes through the wood. Well, if you get 10 of them in one piece of wood and they all bore, all of a sudden it's gonna
Yeah.
crush.
Yeah.
Because the wood's not there. So that's what we're looking for. Specifically, the report is looking for what's known as conducive conditions. So any condition that would be conducive to these bugs moving into the house. So in like human terms, a conducive condition would be like a U-Haul truck, helps you move in. But a conducive condition to a wood destroying insect would be like plants or shrubs up against the house. Because like termites specifically, they can only travel through their tubes. So if you have like a bush up against a house, they can use those tubes to go up the bark of the bush and then up onto the house and then into the house. So that is specifically bushes in specific. That's why they're an issue. Or like wood piles up against the house, or any conducive condition. There's a myriad of options that go into that list, and some lenders get so frustrated with us when we have to call it, because it can be as little as technically a fence is not supposed to be affixed to the house.
Or a deck. I've
Or a
seen that
deck.
come up a lot.
like,
Yeah.
Tell me a house that doesn't have a deck attached to the house.
Well, yeah, that's yeah.
And so that's where it's that gray area. It's like, I gotta put this on here, but what's the fix? There's not really a good fix, because technically I'm supposed to separate it from the building, but so that's what a WDI inspection is. Looking for wood destroying insects.
So the carpenter ants, for example, did they just literally just travel up the?
Yep. So they eat the wood. Yep. So
Yep.
they're just gonna. Whereas same as termites want to travel in the wood, so they'll make tubes inside the wood, and that's why it's like when you find them, all of a sudden it's like, oh my gosh, like they're all in this wall because they travel. The most common is subterranean termites, so they travel subterraneanly. Carpenter ants, they just want to eat. They just
whatever.
start munching.
Yeah.
They just start munching them,
Yeah.
and then you got like, door seals that are gone, or window seals that are gone, stuff like that. Yeah.
And does that mean that your house is going to fall down?
No, it does not. It does not mean the house is going to fall. I do several houses a day that have been previously treated for termites, previously treated for ants, previously treated for anything. That does not mean the house is going to fall down. Now, if the house has been abandoned for like 15 years, and you go in and there's like a colony this big on the wall, it's probably a problem. But no, it does not mean. Just treat it and move on.
As I've always been told in Texas, it's not if you get them, it's when you get them.
Oh, 100%. So, yeah,
Some form
termites
of
in
wood
Texas,
destroying.
specifically termites, are, if you don't have them, your neighbor probably does.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
very, very, very rare. I've seen them, my dear lease has them on the ground. You can, after a big rain, you go out and see the tubes on the ground. I mean, they are everywhere in the dirt
Oh,
here.
wow.
Yeah.
Hungry little guys.
Very. And mobile.
Yeah. I didn't mean to steal all your questions.
You're good. So, do you know anything about the treatment side of it?
Vaguely, this is where Cody's expertise would come.
This
Okay.
is where we need Cody, the other Cody.
You can treat
Cody
it.
with the C.
Let's try. Give me one question of it. I
Okay,
can try. If I don't know, I'll tell you straight up. I don't know, because we do more focus on the report side of it.
What are some preventative maintenance tips?
Okay, so like trim your bushes off your house.
Okay.
Off the roof too. Like
off the
that's
roof.
why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's no official measurement, but the VA will tell you they like to see 6 foot. So which is a really good rule of thumb.
6 foot or 6 inches?
6 foot. So from the roof surface up 6 foot.
Oh, okay.
Specifically trees.
What about the side of the house to the bush?
3 to 6 inches.
3 to 6 inches?
It's a good low cap. About
Okay.
this water bottle. Just enough to where you can, when it's wet or windy, it's not up against the house.
Okay.
That's really what they're going for. And then the
Alright.
tree branches up top 6 foot because they're already heavy enough when they get wet. They sag really far down. And it's also to protect the roof so that once after a rain, wind and stuff can get in there. So trim trees and bushes off your house. Keep wood piles off your house. Put them out in the yard or something like that, not against the structure. And then dirt specifically. So almost every house has where you have the foundation. You can see the foundation, and then there's whatever siding is going to be. So whether it's vinyl, brick, rock, whatever. Keep your dirt to where you can still see the foundation.
Okay.
Because the reason is you have your foundation, then you have all the weep holes. Weep holes are a magnet for just an express lane. They're the toll road for termites. They just whoop right ahead.
The toll road for termites.
So stuff like that. Keep it down, and then if it's in the budget, you could also pay a pest company like Cody or whoever to come put the stakes in the ground or spray the yard or anything like that.
Okay.
That's
Oh, that's right there.
Yeah. What do you like?
What signs should homeowners look for?
Okay. So this is exactly why it's always called the termite report, because every answer I'm giving you is going back to termites because they have the most stuff going on. Okay, so for termites specifically, look for tubes up your wall. So think of an anthill. So there'll be like an anthill, but then there's little runners that go off. It looks like dirt up against your wall. I don't know. Can we can overlay a picture right here if we have one?
I don't think we're that good.
I'll try.
I can help you if you don't. But look for tubes. So tubes up the wall. They're gonna be they look like lightning strikes, but they're all little tunnels. That would be termites. Go around your deck. Go around your porch. Look for perfectly cylindrical holes bored out in it, or fresh sawdust underneath it. That would be like a carpenter bee.
Okay.
Stuff like that, and of course, and then carpenter ants are just like regular ants. So just keep the ant piles down. And make sure you can see a foundation wall.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you see ants like on your windowsill or something, you
Yes.
probably need to
Yeah,
get
yeah,
somebody
need
to
to
come
get it
look.
treated.
Because I had those a couple
Yes.
years ago.
Yep. So
That was
get 'em treated.
super fun.
Yeah.
But it's very inexpensive to treat those. It really is.
It
In the
is.
grand scheme of
It
things, it's
is,
really not
yeah.
that much.
And preventative, most preventative stuff is pretty cheap too.
Yeah.
It's very effective. And it goes back to what we were saying that an ounce of prevention is,
That's right.
it goes a long way.
Okay.
Okay, so bouncing back to the home inspection
Okay.
side, what should sellers do before they list?
So
I know you feel like you're in the
I'm
hot
taking my
seat. I know.
state tests again. I'm just kidding. What was your question, Sally?
What should sellers do before they list? What are some things that they could get ahead of?
Clean and declutter. In my opinion, houses move faster and look more presentable when they're clean and decluttered. And it's not because you're a dirty person. It's not because you have too much stuff. It's because, in my opinion, the buyer needs to be able to visualize their stuff in the house.
Yeah.
So, and they want to be able to see more. And y'all can tell me if I'm wrong here, but in my opinion, also, I've noticed that cleanliness equals like value in a lot of people's mind, which isn't always true necessarily. I mean, I do brand new houses.
Sometimes it's lipstick on a pig.
It is, yeah, correct. But for sellers, yeah, I would clean my house, declutter my house. And to me, those are two different things. Clean means like physically clean. Get the stains off the walls, off the appliances, off the cabinets, stuff like that. Decluttering means empty out the closets, get a storage unit, put some stuff in there, a lot of stuff in there, a lot of stuff. And then just making it presentable. I mean, just, having it ready to show and all that stuff. And then your honey-do list that you've been kicking the can on for 2 years, do it.
Knock it out. The
Knock it
caulking.
out, yes.
Do
Put the caulking.
do the caulking because it's still not going to be enough. He's
Right.
still going to call it.
Yeah, we probably will, but stuff that you know is wrong, just fix it. I can't tell you how many times I go into an inspection and they're like, "Oh no, the door's not broke. You just got to pick up here and hold this corner and shove it." And I'm like, "That means it's broke. That means it." Or no, the stove's not broke. You just got to turn this knob and then hit this button. It's like, no, we have to inspect everything as if the day it was put on the property. So do the honey-do list, clean it, declutter it. You're off to the races.
And probably make sure that like you can see the water meter, you
Yes,
can see the electrical
yes.
panel.
Yes.
Like you need access to that.
So access to utilities is a huge one. Actually, thank you for that.
Yeah, sure.
If there's a 6-foot rule with electrical panels, so if you like have a bush or something growing up against it, please trim it out for us. Because what's going to happen is you're not going to trim it. We're going to put it in our report.
The camera's dead.
The camera did just die. We're going to put it in our report, and then you're going to end up trimming it anyway. So stuff like that, yes, absolutely. And then make sure like we can get into the attic, make sure we can get to the internal electrical panel. If you have a pool, make sure we can get to the pool equipment. And then just walk around the property. I can't tell you how many people, I don't know, they just don't walk around their house.
They don't even know.
Just go outside and just sit there and look at it and be like, you know, just fix those. If it makes you go, fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you guys, this is what I've always been told. I don't know if this is true or not, but you guys are not allowed to move things.
We cannot.
To get to what you need.
Correct.
So if you can't get to the electrical panel, you're just not going to inspect it.
Yeah, so that's that 6-foot rule. In our school, we're taught about the little box, and we're not supposed to do it. I'm more of a realist. If it's nothing breakable or crazy, like if you have a stroller in front of your panel, I'm just going to move it out of the way.
Yeah.
But technically speaking, yes, Trek tells us we're not supposed to move or take anything from the property. Obviously, taking is a given, but yeah, we're not supposed to move anything because you never know what that means to somebody. This is a bottle of water to me, but to Matt, it might be the one that his grandfather gave him before he passed. I don't know.
Yeah.
So you just, we're not supposed to move anything. And another to caveat off of that, we're not supposed to comment on cleanliness. And I think that's the hardest thing for me as an inspector. We can say like the windows are broke or the carpet's stained, or I can't say house is dirty. So y'all have that's where I rely on y'all to go, hey, I can't put like deep clean house or
I wish you could. That would make our life so much easier.
I know. The only thing that I kind of maybe walk the line on is smoke. If people smoke in the house, I do put like, hey, smells like cigarettes, but that's all I put. I don't put a recommendation. I don't put anything because I technically can't. It's all that is 100% opinion based.
Yeah.
So.
Do you think that doing a pre-listing inspection is worth the money for a seller?
It's a real hit or miss situation I have found. And the reason is put yourself in the buyer's shoes. Oh, y'all padded this report, You paid them to come do your inspection? Yeah, okay. That's usually what it's met with.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, pre-listing inspections, there's typically nothing wrong with them. Honestly, the older the client, the more you should, it's probably legit. But there are some, and like I'm Matt's friend, if he said, hey, pre-list it for me, I would first go in there and tell him, hey, you should fix all this stuff first. Then I'll come do the inspection. And even still, this is in y'all's wheelhouse, but from my experience, most buyers don't accept the seller's inspection. We still go out there and do our own thing. But I think it's just because as a society, as a whole in society, we've been taught to let me do my own thing. You know?
I mean, I don't know about you, but I've thought about it, especially in this market, because buyers are so dang picky.
They are.
Yep.
And so it's like, okay, do you do it and get ahead of what another inspector is going to come in and find? Or do you just stay in the lane of, nope, if I don't know about it, I don't have to disclose it. So it's a, I don't know. It's kind of a
I would recommend
coin
it.
Toss.
Obviously, I'd recommend it. But just like...
Of course you would.
As we flash your number at the bottom of the screen.
Call now. Call today. No, I would recommend it, but honestly, for the seller's benefit. Here's what I would say. I would recommend it with the known that the buyer's still going to get their own inspection.
Yeah.
Give it peace of mind for you and to get a jump, like you said, for the buyer. Tell them, hey, we know about that the stain in the ceiling's been there. We know that the back door drags. We know that the caulking is missing. We've fixed it, but have your guy come look at it for reassurance.
Yeah.
That's probably how I would label that situation. I would pre-list. I would do my own inspection as well, but I would fully expect the buyer to say, cool, our guy will be there next week. You know, I would fully expect that.
So do you think a seller should prioritize like structural things over maybe fixing an appliance or something along those lines? I mean... Yeah,
I would. So like if you need a new roof but all the windows are bad, I would either put a new roof on or replace all the windows. Yeah. Just because it helps that buyer say, okay, well, they're trying.
They're doing something.
They're trying to do the right thing here. But yes, I would. Yes, the short answer is yes.
Okay. And then I think we already talked about this, but the simple maintenance things that get overlooked. So that's like your caulking, that's your HVAC. Just the simple trimming the trees, those kinds of things.
Yeah. Yard maintenance, HVAC filters, and then new builds have a fresh air intake. So there's a little 12 by 12 filter in the attic. Make sure you're changing that. A lot of those get missed. I have done 4-year-old houses that have never changed that.
Yeah.
It is a low flow filter, but it still needs to be changed, especially if you're in a new construction area. So let's say you're one of the first houses in your neighborhood. That filter specifically is going to fill with dust from all the tractors driving back and forth.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah, it is doing its job, absolutely.
Yeah.
But the reason you want to change it is because as it gets clogged, now you're overworking the system, and this goes back to what I was saying earlier about HVAC.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So what's one thing a seller could do that's super cheap that would make a huge impact?
Clean the house.
Just clean.
Yeah, just clean it. Cleanliness is next to holiness, as they say. Cleanliness has, to me, it's made or broken deals. And just clean the house. Just clean the house
And like a
declutter.
deep clean, like a full-on professional
call
cleaning.
your local.
Yeah.
Insert brand name here.
Yeah.
I want to pay you $200 to $300. Come clean my house for 4 to 6 hours. In my opinion, that does more than saying, "Hey, we cleaned the pool and pumped the septic last week." They're like, "Cool," but the house is like, "Eh." But if it's super clean, and that leads me to my next thing. Always pump the septic. Always pump the septic. It's
for the seller. You're saying that for the seller?
Yeah, if you're a seller, just pump your septic. It's $200 or $300. It's like $300 or $400 now. You have to do nothing except write a check, but it gets the buyer off to a good start already, and it's just one less ding that's going to come up on your inspection report.
Yeah,
for sure.
And it's just kind of for me, it's like manners. Like you would want to do that.
Yeah,
It's just kind of gross.
I don't want all your old. No.
It's true.
And what I tell my customers is it gives the buyer a baseline of service. So, and typically speaking, septic should be pumped every 3 to 5 years, depending on the system. And there's a lot of factors that go into that statement. So don't rip us in the comment section, but drop a comment if you ever owned a septic. But anyway.
He's taking over.
We
do need to really do those call to actions.
Yeah, but anyway.
We're new.
I'll talk to you about that in a minute. But the septic, it gives the buyer a baseline of service, and what I mean is like it's 2026. So okay, if we pumped it in 2026, now we know our service interval on the system. Whereas if I move in and they're like, oh, they pumped it 2 years ago, we all know how fast time flies. 2 years may have actually been 4 years. And now when you go to pump it in your 4 years, it's actually been 8 years, and this thing's going to be all disgusting. It could have broke parts, or it could start flooding or backing up.
Or it could have been 2 people living in it. Now it's 8 people living in it.
Yeah.
So that's
Correct.
I mean,
that's why I always say to pump it, because then everyone has a baseline.
Yeah.
We know what we're looking
good
at.
advice.
We know what we're getting into, and it's just getting the buyer off to the fresh start, and it's a selling point.
There you go.
Fresh septic.
there you go. There you go. Maddie, it's your turn. I'm done with mine.
Oh, it's my turn. Okay.
And we're not gonna
Hold on, let's do a
overstep
call
this
to
time.
action. If you've ever bought or sold a house, what's one thing that worked or didn't work for you? Let us know in the comments section. I got you.
There you go.
It's like I do this for a living.
It's like he doesn't already have 2 YouTube channels. Okay, so how should a buyer read the inspection report?
With an open mind.
Now,
That's it. That's a good
now
answer.
you've done a lot of my home inspections.
I have. Hopefully all of them.
Actually, yeah, for the past
Well, they're
couple
not
of years.
your home inspection.
My buyer's home inspections.
Anyway, go ahead.
You're just the facilitator.
You're
I'm the
the conduit for the
facilitators.
transaction.
What I really like is getting your email, and yes, it does have the full report, but then it also has the secondary link that shows everything that's wrong with the
The
house.
repair addendum, yep. So
Yep.
we do that specifically. That's an internal thing. So to answer the question, how should a buyer read an inspection report? I would read it as, like I said earlier, a list of stuff that you internally want to prioritize or put on the honey-do list, and as a negotiation tool. That's how I would read my
Leverage.
report. Leverage. That's how I would read it. Rarely do we find something that's like, this has to get fixed now or the house is going to fall over.
What is that? What was it? Was it the struts in that house in Waco? You called me and were like, dude.
Oh, the full aluminum house?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
it was
was
a full aluminum house,
it
but
was
it had a tree that fell on it as well, so there was a lot going on with it.
But yeah.
But that is one that me personally, I reach out to the agent. I'm like, hey, the report's going to say this. This is me prefacing it so you're not blindsided by this, and you can get the wheels rolling already and get some research done on your end.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would read it with that. Well, what was the other thing you said? I'm sorry. I think we both forgot.
And now they're looking at me. I don't know.
Anyway, on to the next question.
This episode is going down in flames.
Yeah, but I mean, we're at 41 minutes.
Are
Now,
we?
Oh,
granted, yeah.
Time flies.
Let's go with what
You were
advice?
talking about the inspection addendum.
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
Thank you. See, that's why she's here. She's the brains for the beauty.
I'm just a sexy dude.
I'm just
a
kidding.
sexy dude.
Okay, so our reports specifically come with the fully illustrated report. So
Yeah.
they're usually between 60 and 80 pages long. Don't let that number scare you. Remember, it's our job to find every single. I mean, there could be a scratch on a wall that's going to be in the report. So that's why they get lengthy, and the size of the picture. And then the second half of our email is a link to the repair addendum, and all that is that's literally you click on it. It's a PDF that only shows the problems. That's it.
Yep.
So everything that was deficient
That's
is
it.
on there.
It's
on there.
Every single deficiency is on there.
Nice.
So our report has a lot of other data on it that I don't want to talk about because if you own an inspection company, you got to figure it out on your own. But the repair addendum only is the problems. That's it. Nothing else. And so it's a consolidated portion that we give our buyers and agents for that reason.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we don't need all the fluff. Here's what's wrong. Now you can say as an agent, now you go through this and tell me what you want to fix. And it just helps. And it's all digital plug and play. Click, click, click. Publish it. It only has what they want to fix. And then it erases blurred lines. You can give that to the builder. You can give it to the seller and say, this is what we want. And there's no confusion because it's all right there in black and white with pictures and locations, all that. Yeah.
So you're not making Matt go and cut
Correct.
and paste and cut and
Right,
paste.
yeah.
And, yeah.
I thought about
Because
that
that's
when
how
I
we
did
get
that.
in trouble is not cut and pasting.
Yeah.
And trying to word it on our own.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really
I
nice
try
feature.
to-
And it's less overwhelming for the buyer.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. And
Yeah.
speaking of wording, I do try to word all of our deficiencies in a way that y'all can just copy and paste.
Yeah.
We put problem, task condition standard. That's what we put.
Task
From the Army,
condition
yes.
standard.
That's literally how we word it. So the problem, where it's at, what it's doing, and how to fix it. That's
And a picture.
and a
usually.
picture.
Yeah.
That way y'all can literally just click it, and y'all don't have to type nothing.
Yeah.
This is what we want done. He said, put a plumber out there. We want a plumber out there.
I can't tell you how many times we've done the repair addendum based off of his,
Yeah.
and then turn around and sent the full report and be like, we're only asking for 10 things out of like
oh, I never
100.
thought about that.
Yeah.
Hey, the report's 80 pages. The
You
report's
just
80
gave all your
pages.
secrets
You
away,
did.
Matthew.
You did.
You gave them all away.
I never thought of that. Yeah,
I highly recommend doing it that way.
This is 10. I mean, that is a shot.
Because now the seller's seen the report,
Yep.
and now they have to
Now they
disclose
know.
after everything. Because we could only be asking for like some small things, and they're gonna do the honey-do list once it closes. But now
But they wanted to see it.
the deal falls apart, and now they have to redo everything and disclose out everything.
That's okay. That's a question I have for you agents. So
My eyes are blue.
when we when we get through that, so let's say a deal does fall through because they do. That happens.
Yeah.
There's certain things buyers just don't want to deal with, and I can respect that.
Yeah.
Does the seller, are they required to go in and update the seller's disclosure? Knowing what I put on all that on the paper, do they have to go in and update the seller's disclosure
Yes.
legally?
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a form for
Or
it.
Really?
if they don't want to, they can fix it.
Yeah.
That's
If
true.
they don't want to update it, they can fix it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's
I've always
kind of
wondered
I mean, it is a good tool for us because we're like, well, hey, now we know, so we're either going to have to, because
Yeah.
if they were the ones being the problem,
Sure.
which sometimes it is,
We are
Yeah.
not all the times, but sometimes it is, then that's a way for us to say, okay, well, now you know, so now we've got to change this, and that's probably going to make your next offer
Sure.
a little bit lower if we
Sure.
don't get these things taken care
Yeah.
of.
Okay.
So,
always wondered
yes,
that.
they actually do have to disclose that, an update.
Changing the real estate market.
It's not a new disclosure, it's just an update to the one they already did.
Sure.
Yep. Yep.
I've always wondered that.
Yeah.
'Cause I
So
always-
we hate when they fall apart on the listing
Yeah,
side
they
because
get-
God, they just
that's
suck.
a whole nother.
Oh, I can imagine.
Uh,
Meet me at the office because we got to change 30 things on there.
Yeah,
I
we got to
gotcha.
redo everything.
Now, can you just put on the seller's disclosure, take the one you have and then put in the comments, update with the date,
There's
see
actually a
attached
form.
report.
There's
There's a-
actually
there's
a,
a form
there's a
for it.
form called an update.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you quote the paragraph in the disclosure,
Okay,
and then
okay.
you say what changed.
Wow.
Yeah. So that happened a lot after the tornado.
Yeah.
So we're very
Oh,
well
yeah,
versed
yeah,
on
yeah,
that.
yeah, I'm sure it did. I guarantee.
New roof.
Yeah.
Everybody got a new roof.
Lots of new gutters.
For those of you that don't know about, 200 feet behind this camera,
Yeah.
a tornado just
Actually, yeah.
down the road
And wreaked havoc.
and messed up a lot of stuff.
That we're
lot.
just now getting back.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
It was
ridiculous.
2 years ago this last week, actually.
Yeah.
And
It's
there's-
Sunday.
And there's still stuff.
Sunday.
Sunday?
Yeah.
There you go.
See, time flies. I
Time
thought my
flies.
septic last year. No, it was 4 years ago. See what I mean?
Has HGTV the people up north, and the internet made buyers unrealistic sometimes when it comes to reports
Just reports or like everything.
and negotiations and life in general.
Life in general. Don't cook me, chat. Yes.
Don't cook me, chat.
The short answer is yes. And only because, look, here's the problem with your favorite TV shows and your DIY YouTubers and all that stuff. One word. Editing.
Yeah.
Y'all don't see what was edited out of,
Yeah.
you know, Mr. and Mrs. Waco's TV episode. You don't see that some of these people are robbing Peter to pay Paul. You don't see the edited side of life.
True.
You know, so the problem is, yes, they record, you know, like HGTV will come in and say, this is a load-bearing wall, we can't move it, and it's broken, so we got to fix it. And then you never hear from it again. Well, then now you as the viewer are like, well, they said a load-bearing wall can't be moved. That's not true. Any wall can be moved in the house. You just have to put a land beam in. There's a whole structural engineer that's got to be looked at, stuff like that. So, yes.
We don't recommend taking down your load-bearing walls in your home. No, we don't recommend that.
They're actually getting more and more rare.
Are they?
Yeah, these prefab houses are all truss systems, and so you can kind of move the wall. But yes, I agree. Don't just start ripping
Don't
walls
just
out.
start with the sledgehammer
But
today.
Back to your question, yes. DIY channels and HGTV, if we're even allowed to say that.
We are now.
Yeah. Fuck it.
The mainstream network TV shows, insert whatever name here, so we don't get legally sued, have made it complicated for us. I'll tell you, but the bigger problem is the robot answering system. I don't know what we're allowed to say online, but the robot chat 3 letters here
Yeah.
has made it such. I get
AI.
Yes, AI, because like as an inspector, there's been a huge uptick in. They'll pull out their phone and say, "What should my inspector go and look for? What does a bad inspector miss?" And they'll just copy and paste that answer. And I want to say, do you know what half the words mean in that you just said?
And it's the prompts. Like they're not like
Correct.
They're not diving deep into the chat. Like they're hopping in on like their biscuit recipe chat GPT like one, and like chat's like, oh, you got to make sure your wood burning stove is like up to code, and it pisses me off too.
Yeah. I had a lady the other day actually chat GPT'd it, and one of the biggest sections in it was oil tanks and oil fired furnaces. I don't know if you know that, but that's really only up north. We don't have those here.
I was going to say, who has that?
Correct.
Yeah.
So, but she sent it to me. Did you check this? What was the condition of it, and how did it look? And I had to say, well, respectfully, ma'am, we don't have that. Just like we don't have basements.
Yeah.
It's very rare. Lake Travis has several, but it's rare. So if you're gonna copy and paste the robot's answers, please proofread them and kind of know, like, hey, that gives you your answer. Say, does that apply to Texas?
Does that apply to Central
Texas? And it would have replied and
Texas?
said, typically, no. There's no,
Yeah.
So.
But you are licensed with the same entity that we
Correct.
are licensed
Yes.
through, right?
Yeah.
So the Texas Real Estate Commission.
Yep. So if there's like a North State or whatever that recognizes my license, yeah. So I do know all the rules on the basements and the oil furnaces and stuff like that, baseboard heaters, stuff like that. It's all part of our national exam. Our school had a very heavy emphasis on those sections, but luckily I got out of school and just dumped most of it.
There you go.
I mean,
We did the same.
Yeah.
yeah,
And if you say you didn't, you're a liar.
That's true, too.
it's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
But I'm not but I'm honest about it. We have
Yeah.
done houses where there's basements, and I'll have a candid conversation. Like, I do know the basis knowledge for these. I'm not as experienced as someone maybe from New England would be.
The panhandle.
Right. Yeah. Or the panhandle. Right. So.
Watch it.
Yeah.
Last week he tried to say I was from Oklahoma because I was from the Panhandle.
Yeah.
And
And let's be honest. We've had this text conversation. I'm surprised I'm still alive.
Yeah.
So,
same.
What part of the panhandle?
I'm from a small town called Pampa.
Okay. I don't know where that's at.
It's
But
northeast of Amarillo.
Okay. I go to Tulia.
Okay, that's a little
lot.
further
Is it
south.
close? Okay.
South, yeah.
So
Tulia.
I go to Tulia a lot.
Tulia's, yeah.
Sand Hill Crane capital of Texas, and Goose. But anyway, back to that's
Oh,
another channel.
Tulia.
um,
That's a tiny little dot on a map.
It is very tiny, very target-rich environment for hunting, though.
Oh, yeah. So is Pampa.
Yeah.
I get it. But we do have basements there.
Yes.
We do have.
I think it's more for tornadoes, though,
Yeah, we do have.
because you have a
We
lot
do
of
have
flatness there too.
Yes, and no trees.
No trees.
You can watch
I
someone
mean, let's be honest. It's like we have nothing but shrubs here.
here, yeah.
See, this is a
Cedar.
lot of trees for me. Central
Yeah.
Texas is a lot of trees.
But like growing up in Southeast Georgia, like
Oh, yeah.
we're talking like 150,
Yeah.
200-foot tall pines
Yeah,
and oaks.
those are like
probably-
actual trees.
He probably
Yeah.
really relates to East Texas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do.
See,
I
See,
do.
that's where
East
Eric's from
Texas.
too, and so
Yeah.
he's like, this is not trees.
These are
This
shrubs.
To me,
yeah.
this is all. I call it the cedars. It's all cedars.
Yeah.
This is
That's really
such
nice.
a big mesquite
Yes.
tree.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
that's a damn shrub, bro.
It's
Yeah,
junk.
yeah.
Is what it is.
I love East Texas. I understand.
Yeah, East Texas.
And, like,
And driving here from Fort Benning, I was like, oh, this isn't too bad. And then we pulled in. It was like late night on like a Friday night when we pulled in and stayed at the Econo Lodge off of 35.
Nice.
And,
Only the best for y'all.
You're right. Well, it was like a last minute trip to come look at houses.
Oh.
And then like the next morning, it's like, where are all the trees?
not existent. Not existent.
And see, when I got here, I was like, oh my gosh, look at all the trees.
That's so funny.
I want a
I'll
house
tell
with
you,
trees.
What you experienced, I tell all my customers, is the fake Texas.
Yeah.
So like we're in that period right now where like you go out in the morning and you're like, oh, nice little
It's
70
not
degree
bad.
morning.
No.
And people come and visit and they come during this specific
Yeah.
time of
Yeah.
year
Good
right
for
now.
them.
And they're like, Texas is not bad. It's great. It's cool. Give it a month. Give it a month.
Or
Give it a
20
month.
minutes.
Yeah, give
Yeah.
it a month when you come back and you wake up in the morning and it's already 102 outside.
Yeah.
Or at midnight it's still 90 degrees.
It's
and you're
like,
oh.
to get in my hot tub at a smooth 103 degrees and then get out. It's like, it's the same temperature.
Yes.
Oh, I bet that feels so good. I'm so
does.
jealous of that.
It does.
And the view out of his hot tub.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's do this. Let's do this lightning round.
We're
with
going to
you.
play a game.
All right.
You ready? Just first thing that comes to your brain.
Oh, that's not always a good answer.
Well, it is what it is
If you
today.
have kids, no, I'm just kidding. All right.
Okay.
How long do I have to answer? Just as fast as possible?
Fast as
All right.
possible.
I did not read these yet on purpose.
Okay, good.
I saw the heading and I said, I
See?
told my wife, I said, I'm not going to read it. I don't want to preempt my answers.
Some previous guests read theirs first,
Yep,
so
I
it was
did
a
not.
little less
I
fun.
did not.
Okay,
All right, here we go.
ready?
Yep.
Most overrated home feature.
Most overrated stained floors.
Okay. Most underrated maintenance item.
Cleaning your house and HVAC filters.
Dream house style.
Ooh, style. I don't have a style. Anything that's not a barn dominium. I hate barn dominium. Anyway.
Really?
Yeah. We can talk
Okay.
about that after this. But I don't really. A 4-3 in the middle of nowhere. That's how I answer that question.
Okay, it's fair. Most dramatic buyer reaction you've seen.
Oh, tears. Just
Really?
lose it on a
From
house.
fear?
Nope. Buyers fall in love with the house and they already conjure these memories that they haven't made yet and they get all excited and then the deal falls through.
And
We had
you're
a-
the bad guy.
I am the bad guy. We had a house in Temple. Specific. Sorry, it's supposed to
No,
be a lightning
no,
round.
no,
We had
no,
a
do
house
it.
in Temple. It was a cozy little house. She's an older lady. She loved the house. I got in the crawl space. Every main beam was split in half.
Oh,
And the buyers
man.
said, we're not fixing it. And the seller just didn't have the means to.
Oh.
And also, there's not going to be any insurance company that covers it or
Yeah.
anything like that. So, yeah.
Oh, that's
Just losing
that's
it.
sad.
Crying is the most common. Yep.
okay. If homes could talk, what would they complain about the most besides being dirty?
Maintenance. Not being maintained.
Yeah.
Just lack of maintenance.
The front bedroom.
Yeah, the front. That one would have some crazy stories. The front bedroom. Yeah, no.
The front bedroom is crazy though.
Why would you have it up there?
It's just out there for the world.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see it being like a dungeon kind of situation, but not in the front bedroom.
Walked in.
Like at
opened
my
the
old
front
house.
door,
That was like
saw
welcome
the
in.
Yeah, saw the deadbolts, and I was like, okay.
I mean, deadbolts on both sides of a front bedroom door is probably
It was one of
a
those
red
cool
flag.
digital ones. You had to type in a code. So you go in there and got these greasy hands. Anyway.
It was.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say it because we probably would get sued. But you know,
If
the,
the
the
house-
famous
yeah.
rapper with the baby oil
Oh,
problem.
yeah.
Like it was one of those
Yeah.
kind of
They're
situations.
probably friends.
Yeah.
They're probably
They
friends.
probably were. He
He
probably,
probably
got the
supplied. They're probably the suppliers.
They probably,
The plugs.
Remember that subscribe and save? They had one, but a little different.
Little different.
A little slick. They were a
Yeah.
little slicker with their choices.
Oh, we're going to hell. Nope. Yeah.
Just Cody. Just Cody.
Right. What's the next question?
Let's see. Let's do one more. Biggest inspection myth.
Oh man.
Clear it all up for us right now.
The biggest the pass or fail thing, I think, is the biggest myth. That there's no pass or fail.
Yeah.
And that we are out to sabotage the deal.
Deal killers.
Yeah.
That's what we call y'all.
Yeah, I hear
Y'all
that
are
a
deal
lot.
killers.
And it's like, to be just blunt with everyone listening and watching, I don't care either way. I don't. I'm not here to sway the deal one way or the other. We go in there, we're literally called third-party inspectors for a reason.
Yeah.
I go in there and give you our honest evaluation of it, and I leave.
Yeah.
And it goes back to what I said. Usually by lunch, I don't even remember the first 2 houses.
Well, and you guys, it's kind of different because with the lenders we just talked to, and then Matt and I with our business, we are big on relationship piece.
Sure.
But you guys, your relationship's more with the house than it is with the actual buyer.
It is, yeah.
You don't have that same component that we do.
Yeah.
You want to do a good job for them because they're
Correct.
paying you, but it's not the same rapport that you have to build.
Yeah. Admittedly, I don't know the buyers at all.
Yeah.
It's
You put their name on a report and send it to them.
Please don't take this the wrong way.
No.
You're just a number in the system.
Yeah.
Which it should be. It should be.
Yeah, that's how it keeps it fair.
And I'm I'm non-biased across the board. Matt has had me do his personal house. I did it the same way I would do your house that's watching this channel. Because I'm literally there to give you a snapshot. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's,
And it's your license on the line. You're not going to give
it
up
is.
your
And
license.
I think a lot of people forget about that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna steal the
Do you have a workers union like us?
$10.
Oh, here we go.
No.
You don't?
We're
Okay,
at
good.
58 minutes and 33 seconds. You don't have
Fuck
time for
yeah.
your rant today.
No, I do have a very legitimate question.
What's your
Okay.
question?
Okay.
Why should realtors or buyers?
I'll explain it later.
Why should realtors or buyers use you?
Man. How do you answer this question without
Ooh,
seeming
that's
like you
a
have an
good
ego?
one.
Throw the fucking ego in there,
Yeah.
dude.
You can have an ego.
Why
You're
should
a
they use
professional.
us? Because I genuinely inspect every single property as if one of my children is going to buy it. That is the basis of my answers for everything across the board.
Okay.
One thing that we do, I'm going to put some of y'all's viewers on game here, as they say. One thing that I do as an inspector, and you've experienced this with me, if I go into a house and there is a major problem, a major problem, I immediately stop. I call the realtor, explain the situation. Typically, foundations is this issue. I explain the issue to them, and I call them. If the buyer's there or not, I tell them we can have 2 options.
Yep.
I'm here for you, so we can stop this inspection, and we'll just act like it didn't happen, and we'll just credit this towards the next inspection. So to answer your question, why should they choose me? I think because I genuinely do care about your investment as a person. I understand that a real estate transaction is usually one of the largest transactions in an American's life, and I genuinely want to put my best foot forward to give you the best snapshot and give you the fullest painted picture I can of the investment. This is coming from a guy, I invest in all kinds of stuff. I have money everywhere. So I respect your time, energy, and money. I know that most of you have worked your butt off to buy whatever the property. And I do the same for a 10-bedroom, $2 million house, which we've inspected, or a $20 million house, which we've inspected. And I do the same for a 1-bedroom, tiny house. I don't see the structures. I just see the task at hand and I accomplish it. That's it. That's what we do as a company.
That's the soldier in you.
Yeah.
It is. I think it is.
It is.
Yeah. And so we're gonna put all your info in the description,
Okay.
Yeah.
and then maybe Alani will sponsor us at some
Every
point.
episode he's trying.
Have you reached out to them?
Yeah, they only do like college chicks. Like they don't want any like middle aged like old dudes that cuss. Like
Well,
That cuss and spit.
I mean,
and
you're old. I don't.
Yeah.
He grouped us. That was
Yeah.
crazy.
He does
Yeah.
that.
That was crazy.
He does that.
yeah, they don't want this. Like I'm sure Monster or Red Bull would be like, this is our kind of people. But Lonnie's like,
They might.
nah,
I'm-
bro,
I
you're
feel
not in
like
college.
You're monster people.
Yeah. I
Possibly.
I drank too much Monsters when I was on the trail or as a drill sergeant. So, like, I'll only do
White
that.
Monster.
Yeah, and I won't
White
do those too
Monsters,
much.
3 a day.
Your heart, it's a wonder your heart didn't explode.
Yeah,
That's why I don't
I'm
drink.
surprised I'm alive. if
I'm
being
afraid
honest.
my heart will. For real, legitimately. That's why
I
I don't
think
drink
his would if he didn't drink them.
Possibly.
I feel really sluggish.
Yeah.
It's probably the only thing keeping me alive at this point.
Yeah.
It's called withdrawals.
It's that and your hate.
yeah, my hate.
Those are withdrawals.
Well, thanks for being here, Kody.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Absolutely. And if y'all have any
We learned a
comments,
lot.
questions, anything, genuinely, any of y'all viewers have any questions, put them in the comment section.
Yeah,
I will earmark this video and I will go and answer them.
Yeah, he follows us. Like,
And he actually does really great social media
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
too.
yeah.
He's very helpful.
why don't we talk about that real quick since you brought it
Sure,
up? Yeah, like so. How has your journey been on like the TikTok and all that stuff?
So, okay, so I do social media as another business. TikTok specifically. What do you want to know?
Like, what made you start doing like your like little reels about your inspections on
okay,
TikTok?
so my first answer, because I know y'all don't want to know the answer, it's not for money. It's not for money at all. You have to be on social media for a really long time and be very, very consistent to make an income on social media. If you're just doing it for that, just don't even do it. The reason I started doing it is to help buyers and sellers who maybe could not afford our service or didn't want to afford our service or didn't know our service was a thing.
Yeah.
To be informative to sellers and to buyers both alike. So, we do stuff, and unfortunately, there are big box names that are worried about volume, like we talked about earlier, and it gives them an insight to, hey, they really pushy on not doing third-party inspections. They're very, very adamant that, hey, we have our own internal, which is fine. No knock to them. But it gives them an insight to, hey, did they look? Well, let me go look at mine, or let me check this, or he's right, the HVAC filter.
Yeah.
Or this specific episode, the caulking on my windows is bad. Let me get that scheduled to get fixed. To help people, the short answer.
Okay.
To help educate and teach people.
Do you follow Cy?
I do.
Cy's the dude, man.
I do follow Cy.
Okay.
I will Cy at that too. Cy is a great human being. He is. He's a very adamant about his findings. He's correct 99.9% of the time.
Yeah.
But there is a give and take with how Cy presents stuff and what Cy does.
Yeah, there is. Do you know Cy?
I don't know.
Oh God, Cy, where is he at?
Arizona.
Arizona.
So
It's very interesting, some of the stuff he does.
You'd asked the question already about HGTV.
Mm-hmm.
Guys like Cy have also created a very similar situation.
Yep.
And it's not, Cy is not the problem. The viewer's inability to complete their research is the problem.
Yeah.
So they're going to see Cy say one thing and hold on to that one thing. But if you watch all of Cy's information, he says the one thing and explains, hey, this might not be your situation, or the biggest problem is, I'm telling you right now, the codes and rules and stuff in that state are not the same in this state or this other state.
I mean, we understand that completely.
And so we get people that do want us to do it to his standard or what he's saying, and I tell them, like, hey, that's not a thing here.
Yeah.
In layman's terms, Texas is very relaxed compared to some of these other areas. Very relaxed. You can slide with a lot of stuff in this state that is not kosher or not good up north or in Arizona. Or
See, that's so weird because on real estate transactions, it's not. Like we're the ones everybody's like, y'all are so
so I don't know
strict
that
and have a
side.
form for everything.
Yeah.
So
there is a lot of
that's
paperwork in
interesting.
Texas, but I do follow Cy. He does great things. He's doing great things in the world, and I enjoy his videos very, very much.
Shout out to Cy.
Yeah. But I don't know him personally. I just know him through a professional working, through social media like y'all. So take everything on social media with a grain of salt to include my own information.
Except our podcast, which is taken as gospel.
And do complete research.
Gospel, yeah.
So, anyway, what's your next question for TikTok?
Oh, that's it, dude.
That was it.
That was it.
My other thing for
Pretty
TikTok
shallow.
is if you want to get into social media, TikTok specifically, TikTok is one of the only platforms I know that really likes immediate point and shoot videos. So what I mean by that is the more polished it is on TikTok, the worse it's going to do. They want you to take your phone out, have a thought, record the thought, and publish it right now. Those videos do fantastic on TikTok. If the more it feels like, hey, I'm living through this right now, doing this right now, the better.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's great.
Speaking of which,
for all the things.
There we go.
I did it earlier when we were with the lenders. Yeah.
I could probably give you a masterclass on YouTube too. But anyway.
It's okay.
Yeah. Well, thank you all so much for having me.
Well, thank you for.
We're glad you agreed to do this.
I feel like I should reciprocate some questions. Is there any misnomers or something in the real estate world that maybe your viewers came here because you did an inspector? Is there something that you want to shed light on in the real estate world that maybe people don't know or nothing?
It's all negotiable, right?
It's
Matt?
all negotiable. And our workers union sucks.
Oh, I have one for both of you.
Okay.
You asked me weirdest thing I've seen.
Oh.
So I'm going to ask y'all weirdest thing that's been requested to convey.
Ooh.
Yeah, see? And so while they're thinking about that,
Weirdest
what that means is to come with the house.
Convey.
So like a refrigerator sometimes conveys. So in other words, the seller leaves it on the property and the buyer now owns it. So what's the weirdest thing that you've seen? I know what mine is, but I want y'all to answer first.
Mine's not really that weird. Mine's an animal.
Okay. That is,
Yeah.
I think that's common. Especially
Yeah,
in,
it's common
around here with ranch animals and stuff. That's
Yeah,
pretty
I
common.
don't have anything too crazy. That's the best
Yeah.
I can come up with.
I don't.
I mean, there's lots of jokes when you're looking at property. Like,
Yeah.
will they leave that? Will they leave the
Yeah,
car?
I
Will they
think we
leave
all
the,
do
you
that.
know, yeah.
I-
But logistic, I mean,
Yeah, I really don't have anything crazy on that.
Crazy.
A cat. There was a barn cat once, and that was
Yeah.
about it. But that was just like a
the
handshake
barn
deal.
cat's like, nobody owns me.
Yeah,
He's like,
this is my house.
I'm my own person.
That was really.
When I'm ready to leave, I'm leaving. How about that?
They're like, does the patchwork cat stay? I was like, I don't know. We'll ask.
Ask him. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, then what's the weirdest thing I've had to ask for? Or what's something that killed a deal that you were like, what? I hate to put you in the hot seat.
I don't know because
Yeah.
like
All pretty normal.
when somebody terminates in the option period or something, we don't like to know why because then we have to disclose it. So it's
Yeah.
not always
Okay.
it's not
So
always
less
that
is
we
more.
know the weird
Sure.
stuff.
Okay.
On the buy side, probably the weirdest reason during the option period.
This is when we need Chrissy. She has all the weird stuff.
It's very hard because I don't really have that many that terminate. But when they do, it's like legitimate stuff, like
Yeah.
orders change
Yeah.
or people. I don't know. I haven't had anybody die.
It's all normal stuff.
We
Yeah.
talked about that in the last episode,
Financing somehow
yeah.
fell
We don't
through.
have any cool stories like you, Cody.
Yeah.
We're
I-
pretty
Because I
boring.
get to go into their personal spaces.
Yeah.
I mean,
you're
Chrissy, she has all the
Man,
crazy
do you
shit
know
that
Chrissy
happens.
Curley?
Yeah.
Okay, she has the weirdest of the weird.
Does she?
Yeah,
Always one.
she always has that.
Here's a fun fact that you don't know. He went to high school with Carly.
Our Carly?
Our Carly.
Lopez?
What's her last? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It used to be Duran. No, it's
She was way behind me. Yeah, I think I
She was with
the senior.
Shannon or your wife. What's your wife's name?
Shauna.
Shauna. Yeah. I don't know why I keep calling her Shannon.
Yeah. She was behind. Yes, that's correct. Actually,
Yeah.
I just saw Carly Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we did. I
Carly's
saw
good
Carly.
people.
She is.
Yeah.
We love Carly.
Shout out to Carly.
Yeah.
I think she hates me most of the time.
No, she doesn't.
Yeah, she does.
She doesn't. I think she just doesn't ever know what to expect. with you.
Yeah.
That's probably the
And that's
correct
fair.
assessment.
And her husband's
That's
like,
with all of us.
her husband's like cool as hell too.
Yeah, he's
yeah.
great.
So
Yeah.
shout out to Carly's husband because I can never.
And she's a kickball champion for the state or for the city of Temple right
Yeah.
now. So
Is she?
yeah,
Kickball.
she's on the championship team.
She got,
And she's just like really
so
good in the
modest and
softball. Yeah.
professional when she.
I know she's.
But when she
awesome.
gets hot, when she gets mad, she's like
Yeah.
scorched earth.
Yeah. She got pretty mad about that deal. It got pushed a week and a half because
Yeah.
of a gas line. So silly.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
It is, and that's all it can be.
All right. You heard it here first.
Yeah.
That's all it can be.
So if
Take us out, Matt.
this helped you at all,
At all.
hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell icon.
Costs $0.
$0.
right.
We'll live rent free in your brain forever.
Help us get to Paris next year.
We're trying to get to Paris.
That's our goal. We're gonna do the podcast in Paris.
Let's
You
do it.
wanna go?
Yeah.
I'll go.
Okay.
Maybe we can let
Let's-
you inspect the Eiffel Tower.
I should. That would be hilarious. Have you ever been to Paris? Okay. All right. Well, I'll tell you about it off camera.
And if you're looking to buy or sell in the Central Texas area, hit us up. And then you can use Kody as a home inspector.
Do it. I'm ready.
Yeah.
We're always ready.
And then go ahead.
No, I'm good.
Next time we are going to interview.
Tomorrow next episode we will be talking to the girls at the ladies, not the girls, the women,
The women. Yeah.
at Sendera Title,
That's Sendera Title, formerly known, a.k.a. Tejas Title.
formerly Tejas Title.
They
Yeah.
change names a lot.
Yeah.
Not them. I'm title companies as a whole.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you see that a lot. But yeah, we'll be with the women of Sendera Title
Yeah.
on the next episode.
Yep.
Lots of good info in there.
Lots of good info.
They're super excited about being on.
What Bailey said, I needed to bring her some alcohol so she can take shots
She
before.
needs shots.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it'd be great.
So yeah, we'll see you on the next move podcast.
The
Can we
next
help you with
time.
the outro?
No.
Yes. Help
Go
us,
ahead, go
Kody.
ahead,
go ahead.
Give us an outro.
So that was today's episode. We appreciate y'all being here. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment section. Smash that video, which is our latest episode, and hit that subscribe button before you take off. Catch you on the next one.
Peace out.